performance for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Niners in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And this one complete to Smith. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Starting on the ground with Herbert. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try. Try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Back to the air. Fields on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
You're worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if...
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught. He's got space past the 25. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. And that's a big risk to run there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
In motion right, that's Claypool. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And Claypool going to have a Bears first down as he's down at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
3rd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Fields. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring that all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now Fields going to move them around. Now they'll audible to something else. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Second and goal at the Niners' 10-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
trucks over him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Purdy now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. The throwing here, Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Davis Price. And he stopped immediately there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Hey, Ken. Jump. Hey, Ken.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Herbert powering up the middle. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On play action, Fields out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
19.
Davis Price up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 69 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game.
The score, Bears 30, 49ers 21.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to release. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 93 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
18 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
37, 49ers 28.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They go play action here. Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
49ers 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On the counter, Davis Price. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Purdy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll give this to Davis Price running right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis Price, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Bears 45, 49ers 35. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a sacred way.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
No jump, ready?
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up